we're going to talk about standardized technique charts that are found in your textbook, and there may be some questions on this on your board exam. So we're going to go through the different types. This is just a quote I like from ASRT, but it just talks about the best practice in digital imaging is using the highest KBP with the lowest amount of MAS, and you guys know that and you've seen that in your clinical experiences. So there's 4 types of charts that are based on either variable KBP, fixed KBP, high KBP, or automatic exposure. And the idea or the primary advantage of using technique charts is consistency. Consistency in exposures from one tech to another on the same patient is ideal, right? So the variable technique chart is usually resulting in higher patient dose because it can end up using lower KBP and not penetrating enough. So for the success of this one, you have to be accurate and you have to measure the anatomical part before selecting the exposure factors. The variable KBP chart uses a fixed MAS value and the KBP varies according to the thickness of the part. And then essentially the variable KBP chart is usually short scale of contrast because it can end up using a low KBP. Just a reminder of the contrast scales, short scale versus long scale. And you guys remember these from way back, foundations and equipment, I'm sure. But short scale contrast is low KBP. And remember your short little penguin, he likes to get high because it's considered high contrast, right? He's mainly black and white, very limited amount of gray tones. Long scale contrast is your big gray elephant. You need high KBP. It's considered low contrast. This would be something like an abdomen where there's a lot of different densities of the parts, excuse me. And then exposure latitude is a term I just wanted to bring back and review for you. It's the range of exposure factors which will produce a actual radiograph. Right? How far off can your techniques be and still produce a radiograph? So your higher KBP exposures will give you a wide exposure latitude, and you have a shorter exposure latitude for low KBP. What does that mean? So if you're doing, say, a hand x-ray that normally uses a low KBP and it's a short scale of contrast, if your KBP or MAS are off, even by a little bit, you're going to have an effect on your exposure index and you might not get a great image. Your chest x-ray, which uses high KBP, you could be off by that KBP by more of a significant amount and still get an actual radiograph. The fixed KBP technique chart is essentially is easier to understand, right? It's fixed KBP, it's in the name. It's the one that's used most often, developed by Arthur Fuchs, and this one is long scale of contrast. It usually results in somewhat higher KBP values. The fixed KBP, KBP is fixed, obviously, but the measurement of the part is not as critical. And on this one, the MAS value is the one that changes. So it's changing according to the thickness of the anatomical part. The fixed KBP technique usually requires higher KBP, and one of the benefits is lower patient dose, which we know, higher KBP, lower mass is ideal, right, for reduced patient dose. This 2 cm thickness, I want you to remember and write down. I've seen that in board review questions as well. But fixed KBP charts can also be calculated with specific mass values for every 2 centimeters of thickness. So as the thickness increases or decreases by 2 centimeters, you will adjust your technical factors. High KBP is pretty self-explanatory. This chart uses high KBP. When would you use high KBP greater than 100? Barium work, right? So your upper GIs, your barium swallows, or your BE images. So high KBP technique charts is KBP greater than 100, and normally we would use them for contrast. AEC, or automatic exposure control, We know from clinical experience, right, your patient positioning has to be accurate over the photo cell that you selected. Otherwise, it's not going to help you. All the AEC systems are found here right before the imaging plate. So they're only found in your wall bucky or table buckies. Obviously, pretty self-explanatory that there's no AECs in the cassettes themselves. But in your, say, your wall bucky or your table bucky here, the grid comes first, and then the AEC detectors, and then your imaging cassette underneath. APR, anatomically programmed radiography. This is one where, and I think you guys have seen it most likely at Wing when you go, is when instead of selecting your KBP and mass, you click on the anatomical part to show you, and then it selects your KBP and mass from there. And that's that one.